Hello, and here's the story about you-know-who. Not the who, you-know-who, Billy Boy, Billy Goats, and his whole, dominating the world news about various things, medical, and he's not even qualified. But we have this story which is all about these genetically modified mosquitoes. To be fair and honest with you, they are a pain. If you're abroad, they love me, they bite my legs and things like that, but obviously I have a little tip for you. That if you are going abroad and you want to minimise the risk, then you can take some B1, I believe it is, B vitamins, before you go and while you're there. I think it's B1, it might be B12, not sure. Anyway, B vitamins, but just take them, you'll be fine. Most people are lacking in B vitamins anyway, but if you take that before and during, they tend to avoid you. And also, if you can't do that, then just eat garlic, because they love that, or they don't love that. They prefer not to eat you. So I have been using that method for a long time now, and it works really well. Obviously I do get a bit from now and again, but that's very rare. But this is quite a dangerous situation to be in now, because it is a case of developing the problem, getting a reaction to that problem, and then providing the solution to that problem. If you watch this video, you'll see that it is quite very much all fluffy and all well and good. It's like, oh yes, this is such a good thing, it's such a good idea, oh my goodness me. I'm sorry, but I don't agree.
Hi, I'm Scott O'Neill here in Medellin, Colombia today, and I'm at the world's biggest mosquito factory for the World Mosquito Program. We're making in here 30 million mosquitoes a week. Come and have a look. We're doing it for a very serious reason. Cities like Medellin have suffered from diseases like dengue, zikka, chikungunya for decades, but not anymore. We've been able to bring the solution of Wolbachia mosquitoes to this city. When this bacteria called Wolbachia gets introduced into the mosquito, it stops their ability to transmit dengue. We release mosquitoes that have Wolbachia. Now they go and mate, and Wolbachia gets passed into the wild mosquito population. If we're going to control these diseases in all the tropical cities of the world, it's going to require a lot of mosquitoes. The mosquito life cycle starts with the egg, and in this room we've got a lot of eggs. Each one of these strips, these tiny black dots, are up to 10,000 mosquito eggs. Across all of these strips, about 1.5 million dried eggs waiting to hatch. In this tray, we've got the newly hatched eggs. They're little larvae, so small you can hardly see them. They're going to sit in here for a few days and eat and get bigger until they look like these ones over here. They're starting to turn into pupae. We're wanting to do the next step of sorting the males from the females. We want to do that so we can manipulate the sex ratio in the cages to be more female than male. The bottom ones along here are the boys, and the ones at the top are the girls. They're bigger. From here, they're going into the adult cages. We have adults that we continuously grow in what we call our brood stock. And then over here, we have the mass-produced mosquitoes getting ready to give us the eggs to go out directly into the field. It's crazy how they sound. You might wonder, what do we feed all these mosquitoes here? Well, I can tell you, we've got the good stuff in here. On the top shelf, literally, we've got the blood. They love it. Once the mosquitoes are grown, they're ready to go out into the field.
So there you go. That's the whole situation with that. It's a damn good idea, apparently, according to them. It's going to make Billy Goats loads of money. And of course, this is a British biotech firm. They've got the green light from the US to release 2 million of these genetically modified mosquitoes. And the idea obviously is to combat Zika and dengue and malaria, obviously. And the idea is that they are supposed to mate with normal mosquitoes, and this will help to make them inert. Whether it actually does or not is, well, it's in their fantasy world. Whether it does or not is, something that we need to see for the future. But no amount of meddling, it is meddling, just like GMO. You're meddling with nature, and in my experience, you don't do that. You don't meddle with something that you cannot control. Nature has its way. So, but this is obviously a situation where, quite seriously, some people have a laugh. And you see from these two memes, it's quite funny really, and it's actually quite good how well it's been done. But they have photoshopped these two photos. I'll let you decide on what you think about that. But when you think about malaria, for example, the data is quite clear as far as billy goats is concerned, and also this whole idea of having a vaccine developed, which, by the way, billy goats has. So even if you get suffering from any of these conditions, billy goats can sort you out with the solution. So don't worry, it's fine. It'll be fine. You just have to trust in billy goats. From 2003 to 23, that's 20 years. It's quite coincidental that there wasn't one case of malaria spread by mosquitoes. But along comes billy goats to solve this problem that doesn't exist. And we all know what he does. I've got to be very careful what I say, but we all know what he does in Africa with certain medical procedures that after they are applied, suddenly you get an outbreak. Well, guess what? That's what happened. Where these mosquitoes have been released, there's an outbreak of malaria. I mean, coincidental? I don't think so. I think it's by design. So there we go. Billy goats in the news again. That's it from me. Have a very good day.